Hi and welcome to the market alert for Tuesday the 14th of November 2023. Just before we get into today's market alert, just a few changes. For the last 4 or 5 months I've been recording 2 market alerts each morning, one with the advanced strategy that you would normally see in this, and the second one with the basic potential buy and sell signals, and having to get up at 4:45 each morning and then to record 2 separate ones, I am now going to merge them into the same one. So this alert will be exactly the same up to the gold silver ratio, and then after that I'll just do a quick review of the trades that were automatically generated within the software, the basic version, in the latter part. So without further ado, let's get on and have a look, as we normally do, with the headlines for yesterday. And as I said in yesterday's alert, the markets would be fairly quiet owing to the fact that today we see the release of the US CPI numbers out at 1:30. So no surprise there. That's how it panned out. And also today, whilst we're looking at the news, we've also got the UK claimant count change. Used to be unemployment numbers. They've just turned it into a fancy name there. So yesterday we saw stocks and bonds pair early losses ahead of the US CPI, and bonds and stocks shrug at Moody's USA credit rating downgrade, oil and gold bounce. So yeah, we'll see how that panned out in just a moment. Like I say, economic news, we've already dealt with this. So let's kick off and do what we normally do and have a look at the Dow. So in the Dow for yesterday, we managed to stay above the 34,146 market there still at this moment. It's obviously going to be fairly quiet this morning, waiting till 1:30 for the markets to release the CPI numbers. Yesterday, we moved up, we moved down, and then in the latter part of the trading session for the Dow, the market moving up, and then for a couple of hours before the close, just trading sideways. And you can see the sideways range is even narrower overnight, and you've got the 2 economic news items there waiting to be released. Market currently above the DP, which is a bullish indication, and if the numbers come out as shown here, where we've got the core month on month is coming, is what's forecast to be the same. We've got the year, the month on month at 0.1, 0.4 before, and 3.3 and 3.7. If we get anywhere near the forecasted numbers with the release of the real numbers, then we'll see the market continue to move to the upside. There'll be a break to the upside there for all of the stock markets. In the German DAX, we've got resistance at the 78% retracement, which you can see there, and the market finding that resistance again yesterday difficult to overcome. We moved higher to begin with, we pulled back, and then we followed the Dow to the upside. Bit more sideways action there, but the market breaking down a bit below this. We've got the 50 EMA there and the DP, which the market may test before it moves higher during today. In the S&P 500 again, sitting at resistance at the moment. Tiny bar for yesterday. 30-minute charts, we moved higher. We sold off at lunchtime. We then brought the market back to Friday's high, with sideways into the close, and then overnight smaller sideways range, and again sitting at the DP with the 50 EMA below it. In the FT 100, you can see they're still stuck in the sideways range for this market. Claimant count won't do a lot, but tomorrow we have the UK CPI numbers. Yesterday we were up, and then we pulled back lunchtime to the DP and the 50 EMA, the 20 bar moving average, and then up to Friday's high, where the market's declined from overnight and is now sitting on the DP. You can see there you've got the market pulling back there and just sitting there at support. US dollar continues to stay, or try and stay, above the 5 bar moving average. If the CPI numbers come out they're better than they were forecast, then you can expect to see the dollar move lower, because the pressure's off raising rates, and if you raise rates, the dollar, or the currency of that country, tends to be supported, so that will move to the downside. And in the metals, as I said yesterday, they were going to move the market lower. They did, but they managed to bring it back. But again, watch this level down here at 2067. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see we move lower. The London fix, literally fix, moved down there, spiked down. We see them buying back in, then bringing the market back with the news. Got high and the close there. In the gold market, also finding a bit of support there, which you can see still above the 50 EMA, which is a very important level to stay above, and the 200, which is the black line there. That needs to see prices remain above this level as well. 30-minute chart, you can see the spike to the upside. This was at 15.30, so you can see there, 3:30, the market springing to life and holding overnight at the moment at the 50 EMA. And finally, for the first half of the alert, you can see there we've got the gold-silver ratio is stuck in a sideways range as well. Okay, let's have a look at yesterday's trades in the basic part of the software. So yesterday the market above the DP in the early part of the trading session. This is the 2-minute DAX. So we just move forward. You can see that we had a potential sell signal. This wasn't filled. The market spiked up. No surprise really, given that the market was sideways. And then we see prices coming back down as they fail to hold on the upside, and immediately we've got into that sideways move that I spoke about, and expect the same today as well. CPI is one of the biggest numbers released, and very important for the market. So prices sideways, comes down, takes out the stop, and then we see the market move down from this point, managing to get through the DP, but it's not long before, after hitting the first profit target to recoup some of the losses, the market then decides to come back. And again, because they're waiting for today's news, and the market then just started to trade sideways, but then managed to move back to the upside. But again, you can see how sitting in this sort of trading range there, very frustrating. But then there is a reason for it, and that's the market waiting for those CPI numbers. We did move back up, but not a great deal, as you can see there, and prices are then sideways into the end of the morning trading session at 10 a.m. Meanwhile, in the afternoon, again, the market's sideways. As you can see, it was sideways before we'd opened. The US opened, stuck in a range, and again, we're subject to the market being quiet, and we have the market bouncing back off the DP there, and another small loss as it came back to the top end of the trading range, which you'll see in just a moment. And then prices again trying to get back towards the close. So mid-morning prices coming off near the Friday highs, and then you can see, just look how quiet this has become here. It does pick up a bit in the last half an hour of the trading session, but again the market waiting for those CPI numbers. Break to the upside there once more, but didn't travel too far before the market then once again became in a sideways range, as you can see there. So that's the state of play there. We've seen the overnight in the advanced charts. Market finding support. We'll just have another quick look at that. So we need to take out the 15,358. Let me just double check this number. Yeah, 358, where the market's got some resistance at the moment. Otherwise, we go back down and test the averages there. Okay, that's it for this one. If there is anything to report, I'll let you know, but I suspect that the market's going to be fairly quiet, waiting for those numbers from the US at 1:30. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.